thank you for tuning in. Today, I want us to look at the macro perspective on Ethereum. Currently, right now, we're looking at the Ethereum US dollar chart. In most cases, I do simply just reference the Ethereum Bitcoin chart because I do think it's the more relevant one. However, US dollar is also one to take note, and it kind of helps build my case for the macro picture for Ethereum. So uh, this is how I'm going to show, like this video is going to basically plan out how Ethereum is going to go back to its all-time highs within 15 months, and that is the kind of time frame that I'm putting this at. Yes, everything seems very bullish, but if you've been keeping attention with the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio, we have been trending downwards for the past few months. Actually, since the beginning of September, we have fell. We've fallen a considerable amount, and I believe it's about like 30%, which is no small feat, and something that we should always pay attention to. However, currently we are looking at first the hourly chart because I just wanted to bring this short-term analysis as well because it's relevant to Ethereum. For the past uh, day or two, um, since the 7th, we have been in this symmetrical triangle formation, and we've just in the past hour just broken out of that. We're currently trending down, so we'll see. The next game plan essentially is to try to make this support to rebound and continue higher. But we'll definitely see how that plays out. But that is not the reason for this video. Uh, the reason for this video, we'll bring it back to the monthly. So the first, I'm going to draw out at the top the candle body of Ethereum. And we're going to look at this current pattern that's being played out since the peaks of 2018. And keep in mind the all-time highs, we did peak out at about 1400, but for this sake, we're going to make it more conservative and go off the candle body. So we're looking at a target of $1,100 roughly. Uh, First off, we had made a double bottom pattern on the monthly chart on Ethereum. Uh, and if you kind of not see where this is playing out, like it's pretty cool. So currently, if we make the trend line, we rebounded from this level at about $100 and so dollars, $110. We went up, and this peak here was due to the Bitcoin rally of 2019. We did not make a higher high like some altcoins like Binance Coin or Basic Attention Token. We fell back down after that crash. This red candle here is the black swan event of COVID, where every single financial market was affected. However, it does not deter from the overarching pattern that Ethereum's playing, and ever since we've been rebounding. If you can tell, we are essentially making a W recovery, and this is how I'm seeing Ethereum play out over the next year or so. Currently, right now, we're halfway up in finishing this pattern. Essentially, what we're looking to gain is about 145% more in valuation to reach back to the highs. Now, the question is when, right? My argument is 15 months. Um, and this is this is my crude way of like guesstimating the date. So one piece of information we can gather is if we take the levels of the 2017 bull market of Ethereum and measure it from the price ranges of where we bottomed roughly, like we can even do here, and we bring it up, we're looking at about 9 months, so 276 days. However, uh, uh, we really only need 140,000, 145%. So we bring it back to here. and we move it on here because we're currently right on the month of November. So if we take it at plain view like that, another 9 months, just under a year, seems very bullish, and we kind of complete that good looking W pattern there. However, this is I don't think the accurate time frame by any means. I mean, for we can definitely reach there, but I don't think it'll be sustainable. Um, uh, One thing to also note, if we take into consideration of lengthening cycles, the cycles are taking longer. If we look at, for example, the BLX and look at Bitcoin, we can see that the cycles are taking longer to form from bottom to peak, from 11 months to 23 months uh, to 35 months. We could see from this general outlook that the cycles are getting longer, and this will then affect coins like Ethereum. So I do not expect, and by any means, that we're going to reach back to $1,100 in 9 months. Um, if we take into account, um, also keep in mind, and this is something also to take note of, if we do try to make 145%, let's say, gain on Ethereum against the US dollar to reach $1,100 within 9 months, that's a consecutive, each month would have to net at least around 16% uh, gain, which is a little, how should I put it? I think a little high. I understand that there are candles here that, if we look at this, get like 25%, 50%, right from the Black Swan event, we're looking at another 55%. And we look at the previous gain on Ethereum, we're looking at like over like 200% gains. But I do not expect these kinds of candles, not in the frequency as it was before. So, a more conservative estimate would be roughly 10% gain, monthly gain um, on Ethereum, which would take us at about 14 bars. So let me just take this. 14 months. And so, yes, uh, do expect that it's not going to be like 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, all green candles for the next 14 months. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to a net 10% gain each month. So, the month of December, we might see a 20% gain. The month of January, we might see for example, like another like a 10% loss, um, plus followed by like a 30% candle, followed by like a 25% loss. So there's going to be ups and downs, but the general trend will be up. And at the end of it, if we look at the percentage gains and losses from the past 14 months, it will most likely, I believe, would net out to around a conservative 10%. And that's kind of the time frame I'm looking at. If it goes shorter, great. I'll be selling earlier then. I'll be starting to sell earlier. However, we want to be more. I think the key thing to be is to be conservative in this outlook here. Um, Cryptocurrency in itself is extremely volatile, extremely risky. So I think the idea of being conservative is not such a bad idea, especially in these markets. So you can see here, and it looks real good. It looks real good, of a W-shaped recovery off of Ethereum and and essentially a reversal to higher highs. Um, but essentially that's what I wanted to talk about. That's kind of like time frame. And where does 15 months take us? It takes us to January 2026. 2021, I believe. Sorry, 2022. So roughly a year and a bit. It could potentially go even 15 to 16 bars, um, but we'll definitely see. But even at 16 bars, for example, it still makes a decent, it still pretty much retains its shape of a W pattern. And I believe that once we break this all-time high, again, there's no price resistance here. There's no support or resistance. There's no price history from up here. It'll be, um, true price discovery, and that's when you get to see these volatile, amazing candles like we've seen before in Ethereum and Bitcoin. I mean, we have seen it in Bitcoin where you just it really skyrockets um, after it reaches past its previous all-time high. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below. If you really liked it, hit subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Take care.